Welcome back to MarkJrReacts. Today, we're reacting to the beginning after the end, episode 6. And when we last left off, we got to meet the current king of the elves. And then we also got to meet the former king of the elves, Virion, the grandfather of Tessia. And by the end of the episode, he offers to train Arthur / Gray to become stronger. And we learn that Arthur has something called a beast will, which is what was causing the heart palpitation. And so this episode, I'm assuming we're going to start the training. So I'm excited for this. If you're excited for this as well, hit that like button. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button and ding that notification bell. And also check out Patreon. And of course, my name is Mark Jr. and let's get into it. Oh, Arthur. There he is. He in pain? Dying? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Okay. Damn, that doesn't look good. Whatever that is, does not look good at all, bro. Oh. The hell is that? A demon? Is that a demon? Wouldn't surprise me, bro. Probably both. If we're being honest here. I don't know what that is, but that thing's creepy. I don't like that already. He was having a nightmare. Okay. Well, that was an interesting first minute. So we see Arthur struggling clearly, either with a nightmare or with his, as he put it, anxieties manifesting essentially. And that is something to think about, because he is technically, he's like 40. Like when he was in his original body, he was like 40, I'm guessing, or 50. But now he's like 6, 7, 8, 9. He's under 13, I'm pretty sure. And so a lot has happened to him in just 5 years, 5, 6, however long he's been alive for. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he is struggling with like anxiety, nightmares, even though he's like an all-powerful like former king. Kings still get anxiety. Kings can still have nightmares, I assume. I've never met a king, so I wouldn't know, but like damn. Oh, that's mean. His hair looks fine. His hair looks the same. I don't see the difference. You're pretty sure. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. You're already angry. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay, that was a good first minute 50. I'm already enjoying this. I'm enjoying this episode already. Episode 5, The King's Training. Man, he's still on that. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame this guy, or the king, for having suspicions or concerns, because as they put it, the elves have been at conflict with the humans for a very long time. I don't know how long. I'm guessing centuries, realistically. And so, and as he put it, allowing him to stay here goes against their traditions. But either way, I don't blame him. I know a lot of people were up in arms about how he was treating Art in the last episode. But I think and this is just my opinion, I think those people are looking too much into the fact that he is a father and that Arthur did save his daughter. But they're not taking into account the fact that Alduin, the king, is a king too. He's not just a father, he's also the king. So he has to look out not only for the traditions of his people, but also for the safety and security of his kingdom. So I don't blame him for how he reacts. he reacted, how he responds, and how he's acting here. I don't at all. Not surprising. Fair enough. Yeah. Damn. I don't know what's driving the carrots, but it looks cute. I want to pet it. It looks friendly. That's all I want to say. Good question. True. That's very true. Fair. He cares. Tessia cares about Arthur a lot, which is fair. Yeah, makes sense. Damn. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. I mean, that's a common thing that happens in stories involving leaders and kings and princesses, princes, all that stuff. Is because they don't know who to trust, they tend to leave their emotional walls up. And it sucks that they don't know who to trust at times. Because anyone at any time could be trying to backstab them or get on their good side for whatever reason. That just sounds like it's awful. That's why I probably wouldn't want to be in a leadership position in anything. Is something like that. If I was in like this kind of world, I wouldn't want to be like a king or prince or whatever. I'm good, thanks. Ah, that explains a lot. I mean, that also makes sense. She doesn't want to be called princess, despite that's what she is. She wants her relationship with Arthur to be cordial, to be friendly, not superficial, going by titles and stuff like that. He's a good man. Seems like it, at least. Yeah, you can. You could trust him. They arrived. Here they are. A hobbit hole. That's my first thought, was like a hobbit hole. Good question. I honestly don't remember. Damn. That's one way to get woken up. And nothing happens. Wow. Damn. Renia Darkasan. Renia Darkasan. A sorcerer. Okay. Hmm? Awesome. Yeah. Better late than never. Or better sooner rather than later. That's what I meant to say. I got phrases mixed up. That's a lot of books. I'd fit right in. I love reading. I don't read books as often, but yeah, I'd fit right in with all those books. Of course, the other minute doesn't want to seem like, well, Sonny, I'm a diviner. Okay, interesting. Well, that's not. That's towing the line. No, we did not. Yeah, that. Yep. That's right. I'm just imagining his face gets dunked in the water, and that's the funniest image ever that I just thought of. Like he goes to lean forward, and like someone just slams his face into the water. You should mind the picture ends. Okay, do that. I'm doing it. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool effect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is. That's a mother for you, I guess. Mm-hmm. That's right. He's awesome. Dinner. Oh, that looks good. I want some of that stew. Damn. That's one way to bring down the mood. Oh, it's his birthday today? Oh, that's sad. Damn. Damn, this is sad. This is incredibly sad. Seeing the aftermath. Damn, I'm tearing up. At least they're not alone. They have the party with them to help them through this. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, at least they're not alone, though. That is good. Oh, now they're alone. Okay, they're not quite alone yet. Okay, still kind of alone. Okay, they're moving on. At least that's what it looks like they're doing. He still would have done that anyways, I think. This is nice. Damn. Yes, he is. Damn, that's not good though. You better, Arthur. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Even if he hadn't told him to do something, he would have still done it. Yeah. Man. Me too, man. Me too. Good, good. You better make up your mind. Better not let them worry like that again. Yeah. That's right. Training arc time. It's not wrong. That's fair. That is very fair. Yeah, being under direct tutelage of the former king. That's a pretty good status, though. Yeah. Exactly. That's okay. First human apprentice. Yeah. Again, I don't blame them for how they're acting. I don't at all. Yeah. Okay, that's fair too. They're kids, so let them have fun. Although, a little dangerous, probably. I like the stalls. So many stalls. Yeah, this is fascinating. I like her. I like their outfit. I like her hat. It's a cute hat. Nice. Yeah, don't need to run. Damn, one of those guys. That's a good question. I already hate him with a passion. I don't know him or remember him, but I already hate him. Damn. That's not good. Yeah, just ignore them. Yeah. Bayrith. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the last name. Bayrith the Second. Yeah, that's all right. Favorite Ivy's. Okay. Evathar. That's funny. Okay, I like this. You got him. Duel. Yeah, what do you think you're doing? This is Lord Varian's apprentice. Yeah. Got a wand? Accept the duel and then kick his ass. Damn. I think he's at a rock and a hard place though. Because if Arthur accepts the duel and he wins, like, yeah, he won the duel, but won't that reflect poorly on him as a human? Because, like, herd mentality, he, like, beat up an elf. So, like, but on the other hand, if he doesn't accept it, Varian's reputation will be sullied. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the good option here is. That's right. Let the duel begin. Let's see who wins. Obviously, Arthur's gonna win. That's obvious. But he's Arthur. Although, I have to admit, I do like Favor's design. He has a unique design, which means we're probably gonna see him again. As is the case with a lot of anime, if a character has a unique enough design, you'll probably see them again. So, I'm glad. I'm sure he'll learn that he's a kid still, too. Gotta keep that in mind. He is a kid. So. Damn. I mean, fair enough. Wait. Where the fuck's the kid's wand? Like, he had a wand in his hand when he started the duel. Like, when he challenged him to it. Where's the wand? It's gone. Why would you not use your wand? Why not? Why? The kid really is stupid. He would have had an advantage if he just used his wand from a distance. Probably. That's right. Now you run. Damn. That's cute. He's starting to act more like a kid, which is cool. It's always cool to see. That's right. He changes his tune when Tessia shows up, bro. You guess? Be more excited, Arthur. Clearly it's not. Oh. Beast tamer training has been compared to being dipped into boiling pitch. Don't know what that is, but okay. Needless to say, it's dangerous. But we could die. Damn. Nice. That's good. Honestly, I think this will be good for Arthur. Because, like, presumably we'll get a time skip at some point. And so this will be good for him because this will allow him to get stronger, to protect his family, like people and all his people and all that. So overall, I think this is a really good idea for him to stay behind and train. And also if he wants to live. So, I mean, there's that too. He kind of has to if he wants to live. Good. You better be. Yes, you have, man. Yeah. You've slaughtered a few people here and there, too. You know, the usual. Yeah, that's right. That's something he can do. He didn't have as much of a chance as Gray to choose his own future once he became king. Because, like, once he became king, I mean, he probably could have stepped down, but at the same time, could he have really? So this is honestly his chance to choose for himself what he wants to do with everything, like as his life goes on, which is great. That's right. We're all gonna work hard. Food. Food sounds good right now. Nice. Oh, next day, I assume? Or same day? Oh, next day, probably. Yep. Alright, let's begin. This new world time really does seem to fly. Fair. Makes sense. You're going to be fighting stronger people, most likely. And all that, yeah. Yeah, focus on the door in front of you. It's important to think about the future. But don't get too caught up in looking at the future that you forget to look at what's in front of you. That's what's important really, is focusing on what's in front of you right now. Sure, the immediate future you could think about, but forget about the far future for a while until you're set with what you're doing right now. I'm sure it is. Let's see if there's end credits. There is end credits. Okay. Oh, 3 years later, there is a time skip. Dope. Okay. Oh. Sleeping. Oh, that's dangerous. Damn, that's gotta be hurt. Oh wow, he really has gotten older. There. And her hair's the same. Okay. That's interesting. I'm not surprised that they went for the time skip route. I'm not surprised at all. But yeah, I'm not surprised that they did the time skip. It makes sense. Because it's supposed to have 24 episodes. And with all that, it makes sense the most to just show the start and then do the time skip. They're probably going to show a little bit of what went on throughout the 3 years. Which would make sense. Wait, I did my math wrong. So this isn't the full time skip, because if I remember correctly, in the last episode, the gate, the portal, whatever, for him to leave, opens every 5 years, and so there's still 5 years left, I believe. At the time of that conversation, so 3 years, which means there's still 2 years left of training. But yeah. Again, I'm not surprised by the time skip. I'm actually excited. I'm glad for the time skip. I don't mind the training arc, but with how much story there is for this, I am glad that they're like going through it fast. Which I know a lot of people had complaints because of the pacing for this, but I think they also have to take into consideration that the source material, the webcomic is like 250 chapters plus, I think. Over 250 chapters. The light novel, I think, has like 6 books so far or more. I'm honestly not sure, because I've avoided anything involving the webcomic and light novel for the sake of the reaction. But like, there's a lot of source material to get through, and the pace they're going is a good pace, honestly, if you ask me. But I enjoy this episode a lot, because we got to see Virian introduce us to Renia. I'm like 90% sure that's her name, Renia. And we got to see Arthur see his parents again, assure them that he's okay. And it made me cry a little bit. I'm gonna be honest there. It did. That little scene right there. And then we get to see Alduin, Tessia's father, come to come around to Arthur's presence, which, again, as I've stated already 2 or 3 times, I don't blame him at all for everything. I also don't blame Virian for responding and for going that way as well. I don't blame either of them for their stances, because it makes sense when you think about it. When you think about it realistically, it makes sense, because, like, as I stated, Alduin, the king, he can't just put aside all his responsibilities as a king to accommodate Arthur just because Arthur saved Tessia, even though that's a really big deal. But still, he has to think about everything as well. And then finally at the end, we meet Faerith, who, as I stated, we're probably gonna see him again, because unique character designs you usually see again in any anime. Of course, there are some that are the exception, but for the most part, if there's a unique character design, we're probably gonna see him again. And he got a one shot, literally one shot, which was hilarious. And I still don't know what happened to the wand, because he had a wand, but he tried to punch Arthur instead of using his wand. I'm sorry, he might actually just be stupid. But yeah, then we got to see Tessia and Arthur have fun as kids, going around, looking around, just getting up to mischief, and just generally getting closer as friends, which is nice to see, because we also had to learn that Tessia had to put her walls up emotionally, because it's hard to know who she can trust as to be her friend and stuff. It's just an overall shitty situation for her. And yeah, then we have the time skip, and we see a little bit about how they've grown. Arthur, he looks about the same, except he's gotten taller. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing yet. But on the bright side, I will happily say this anytime we get time skips in an anime that I'm watching. At least they're not like Ash Ketchum, who's been 12 years old for over 20 years. At least they're not like Ash. It's a low bar, but at least they're not like him. And yeah, I enjoyed this episode. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Let me know what your favorite part of the episode was, the least favorite part of the episode. Make sure it's constructive if you have criticism. And while you're down there, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ding that notification bell. And if you'd like to see this video full length as well as exclusive reactions, check out Patreon, link in the description. And thank you all so much for watching. And of course, my name is Mark Jr. Never stop being yourself. Stay safe there, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.